Baby Audio just released a new plugin, and that's a synth plugin called Atoms. Atoms is a physical modeling synth, and we're gonna test it out today. We're gonna make a beat from scratch, test out some of the presets, and see how it is. Not sponsored, by the way. Everything you hear will be my complete and honest opinion. Let's get to it. All right, let's start off with some keys. Yo, just went through some of these key presets, and I found this Kodo piano. Pretty fire. Let's add a little top line to this. Yo, this hits right here. Let's get some drums on this. Honestly, that's all this one needs, you know. No need to overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Simplicity is key. That one's pretty quick, though. Before we dive into the plugin, let's make another one. Yo, I don't know what it is about this plugin, but it just makes me want to make like dark stuff. I feel like a lot of the presets are really suited for that dark, gritty sound, and I ain't mad at it. Nah, this goes crazy. Yo, 21 Savage and Travis Scott would go crazy on this. Alright, so we made 2 tracks with it. Let's go into the plugin. Alright, so here we are in Atoms. As you can see, there's not too much going on for a synth, but a good amount going on, especially with different presets. As you can see, there's modulations happening for this preset right here. This is the default preset. Something I really like about the synth is that whenever you hover over something, it tells you exactly what it is down there in that box, just because they named a lot of things, some different things. For example, this one's called Chaos, and this one is Pitch Glides and Detuning. Then you got Force right here, which is noisiness from increased friction. So as I mentioned before, Atoms is a physical modeling synth. If you don't know what that is, it's essentially using synthesis to try and model the sounds and how like a real instrument is played. For example, this one right here, the Force, is all about pressure on the bow, and that's trying to give you the effect of like a bowed instrument, you know, pushing harder and stuff like that. Next we have the Drive, which I'm guessing is saturation, harmonic clipping with a wave shaping function. After that is Order, high frequency dampening, overtones kind of speaks for itself, and filter kind of speaks for itself as well. And down here you have some more controls, some of which are like the basic synth controls that you see in all synths. But you have right here is profile. It looks like you can change the profile from alternative, standard, inharmonic, and lo-fi, which is pretty cool. Movement, depth, and speed of bowing back and forth. The modulation, it looks like this is more of a chorus. Vibrato is probably just vibrato. Space, I'm guessing, is reverb. Yep. And the output is output. Now, what's cool about the synth is that it actually has built-in MPE. So if you have like a Rolly C board or Osmos or another MPE controller, you can definitely use it. I've noticed that when I went to the preset browser, let's go into that right now. There's some presets that have MPE next to them, which I'm guessing it means they're fully MPE compatible. A really cool thing about the synth is that it can generate random sounds. So you go up here and you just completely randomize all parameters. Now, I saw Baby Audio talk about this somewhere, and they said that it's not completely random. It randomizes the parameters in a way where you'll always get like a usable sound. You won't get anything too crazy. But you can also make something based on the current settings right here by clicking this. So it'll look at what you currently have set, and then it'll give you something similar. This is what we have right now, the default. Let's see if we get something similar. Pretty similar to me. Now let's look into the presets. There are a lot of them. I'm not going to count them all. But as I'm scrolling down, there's a lot of them. I do wish they had folders instead of having to go down. I wish they had a folder that said the ambient. I click the ambient, and all the ambient stuff comes here. Click the bass stuff. I would rather not have to scroll all the way through for each one. I would rather have a menu. But what is cool about having everything in this list together is that you can click random preset, and it'll just take you to a random preset. All right, let's take a look at some of these presets. What I'm going to do is click load random preset and just click randomly on the keyboard. And you guys can hear some of the sounds. So we'll do this a couple times just to get some of the sounds. There's so many sounds, I can't go through them all. So let's get it. All right, so those are some of the presets. I know I said this before, but I feel like a lot of these sounds are really great and tailored for that dark, gritty sound. But as someone who makes a lot of music like that, I'm not complaining. I really enjoyed using the presets in this thing. I feel like a lot of the sounds are very reminiscent of sounds I like to use, but with like its own twist. It sounds a little different, like in that first beat with that bass to a bunch of modulation. That's not something I would usually reach for, but when I heard the sound, I was instantly inspired, and it really like piqued my creativity. So I really did enjoy the sounds of this thing. I feel like a lot of the sounds are like that, where you listen to it and like, yo, this could be dope. Now, if you're not going for that dark, gritty sound, I can't recommend you pick this up. I'm not saying that's all this can do. I'm just letting you know my current experience with it. I'm sure you can get some great sounds out of it, not in that realm, but I can only speak on my experience. Now, if you heard the sounds in this thing and was like, yo, those are dope, I definitely recommend checking it out. I believe at the time I'm making this video, it's about $60, and it's regularly priced at $100. But ask me if this one, if you enjoyed the beats, enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know exactly what you think. Subscribe for more videos. It really does help me out a lot, and I really do appreciate it. Also, be sure to check me out on my social medias and my music and all streaming platforms as well. All linked down below. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
They don't know what it takes for you to chase your dreams. All these sacrifices, don't know what it brings. This just feels so right, yeah. This just feels so right, yeah. Blinded by the light.